Seating charts are used to provide a visual representation of where students sit in the classroom. Multiple charts can be used for one section, for example, a lab seating chart and a seating chart for day-to-day seating. Any seating charts that already exist display in this area here. At any time, a new seating chart can be created by selecting New at the top of the page. Select the section you wish to create the seating chart for. Enter the desired seating chart name. Indicate how many seats should be included in the seating chart. The total number of students displays here next to the column drop-down list. A message in red text will display if there are more students than desks. Select the amount of space you want between desks horizontally and vertically. The options are none, half a desk, or a whole desk space. Students can be placed automatically in alphabetical order from A to Z, or Z to A, in a random order, or you don't have to place them on the chart. The students can be manually placed by selecting Do Not Place. Let's create the chart. The seating chart displays based on the selections made in the previous screen. The name of the seating chart in section name display. Under the name, you can view the total number of seated students, the number of unseated students, and the total number of desks on the seating chart. These totals will update as changes are made to the chart, which makes it easier to identify if more desks need to be added or removed and how many students that still need to be seated. The desks can be easily moved into a formation by dragging and dropping the desk into the desired location. The rest of the desks are now placed into the pods that we want. Any extra desks can easily be removed by selecting the X in the upper right corner of the desk. At any point, a desk can also be added to the chart by grabbing the new desk icon and dragging it onto the seating chart. To save time, you can drag a student from the unseated list and drop them into the seating chart. A new desk and the student will be created. When manually placing students, grab a student from the unplaced students list and drag them to the desired seat. When you drag and drop a student from the unseated list to a desk that already has a student placed, the students will swap locations. So Chad now sits where Barry was. All the students can be manually placed, or at any point they can be placed automatically by selecting Place Students. The options to place students will put them in alphabetical order from A to Z, Z to A, or random. If you want to clear the entire seating chart and start over, use the Clear Students icon to remove all the students that have just been placed. Students can be easily moved around within the seating chart by clicking on the student's name and dragging them to a new location. The students swap seats just like we saw earlier with the unseated and seated students. A student can be removed from the desk by clicking the X in the upper right-hand corner. The desk is now empty and the student goes back to the unplaced seating chart list. The workspace can be expanded or contracted as desired. To make this seating chart the default for this section, select Make Default. When all the students are placed appropriately, save. Click Open to return to the seating chart list. The seating chart that was just created now displays in the appropriate section. This concludes how to set up seating charts for a section.